Final practice in Spielberg, and it was Carlos Sainz who put in the fastest lap of the session, a 1:08.610. The Spaniard had some issues at turn 3, going deep early on, and later locking up his front right. The Ferrari driver looking for continued momentum after his heroics in Silverstone a week ago. His teammate Charles Leclerc also took to the runoff at the third corner, the Monegasque not having an ideal final practice.
What's going on with the engine?
We think it's the Modex strategy, and if you want we can box and pass through for traffic.
He also had a scary snap of oversteer at turn 9 and did well to keep his car out of serious danger. Despite the issues, he had the second best time of the session, just 5/100ths back. Sprint pole sitter Max Verstappen finished P3, but a 10th further behind, and he was followed by the Alpine pairing of Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, the French team choosing to start their session late. Sergio Perez was demoted after qualifying, the stewards judging the Mexican to have gone too wide during his final run in Q2. He'll start the sprint from 13th spot, and his best lap in FP2 was good enough for P6. As a result of Mercedes' woes in qualifying, Lewis Hamilton has had a new chassis fitted, and both Silver Arrows are utilising different gearboxes for Saturday's sessions. Consequently, neither driver ventured out as soon as the light went green. George Russell had a few issues once on track.
The overtake button is not working. Exit tab 1.
But we haven't seen the overtake press at 1. We can try it again.
I pressed it about 4 times. Just have no grip, sliding around a lot.
Copy.
Despite those problems, he managed P7. A winner here in 2016 and 2020, 7-time champion Hamilton missed most of the session. The extensive repairs and checks after his big crash in Q3, robbing the Briton of valuable track time. Leaving the garage with just 14 minutes left on the clock, his late laps on the red-ringed rubber bagged him P9, just behind his former teammate Valtteri Bottas, the best of the Alfa Romeos. Lando Norris was disappointed to only qualify P15 for the sprint, stating that the car had pace, but he'd been struggling with intermittent brake problems on Friday. In FP2, the Briton just squeezed his McLaren into the top 10. Due to the steward's late investigation into Perez's Q2 transgressions, Pierre Gasly missed out on a chance to shoot for a top 10 grid place. The Frenchman P11 before the Red Bull driver's penalty was implemented, and P12 in final practice as the flag fell. In the closing minutes, Sebastian Vettel found his Aston Martin running a little lighter than expected.
Exit of turn 10, last lap, I might have lost a piece.
Understood.
But the 4-time champion put in the biggest shift of all, with 43 laps on the board, almost the equivalent of 2 sprints. So the Ferrari duo 1 and 2 ahead of Verstappen, Alonso, Ocon, Perez, Russell, Bottas, Hamilton and Norris. Lance Stroll best of the Aston Martins in P11, then came Gasly, Vettel and Zhou Guanyu. Haas may be a little disappointed not to have replicated their fine qualifying performance. P15 for Mick Schumacher, P18 for Kevin Magnussen. Alex Albon running more upgrades was P16 ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. Yuki Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi taking up the final 2 spots.